Hello everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and I thought I would do a December daily share with you. So this is the very first December daily I ever created. I had a share on it, but it was back when my camera was, I actually think I was holding my camera, and so it's not very good quality. And I thought I would just quickly go through it so you can take a look at where I started, and if you watched the one I posted the other day, shows you up to, I think, day 6 is where I'm at, and kind of my style changes. So I decided to do December daily on a whim. I was looking at everyone talking about wanting to do it. I was pregnant with Jackson at the time. I wasn't planning on doing one. Was asking a bunch of people, what do you think? Should I do one before Jackson's here, or should I wait until it's his first Christmas? And I had a bunch of people say, you'd really love looking back, seeing your life with just you and Sean versus your life with your children. And it's so true. I'm so thankful that I did this. And let me tell you, I took this on. I wasn't working. I was pregnant. Sean was working. We had no kids. So I had all day long to do what I wanted. So this is why this is so handmade. I would never ever be able to do this now. It's just too time consuming. But I went to my local scrapbook store and bought a binder, just a chipboard binder, and I painted the front with just some white acrylic paint. And then my favorite, this is my all-time favorite piece of pattern paper for Christmas. I love the Santa paper, and I used it. I put a little, I whitewashed it back here too. I added some lace that I had, put the year on it, so it says 2013. I punched holes in, and that was really tricky, punching holes, because this is so thick, but I added this little burlap twine stuff, and then I decorated it. It's still on there. I try to pull it off and it doesn't actually want to come off, so it's still pretty stuck, but just a little decoration here, and like I said, the year is there. And then this is the only year I ever did anything on this side where I put something about it, and I just put the calendar, just basic, nothing exciting, but I did put something on the back of it so you could see it. And then here we go. I literally handmade every single one of these pages. So the first one that I was still hemming and hawing what I wanted to do, but I created this, I wanted to play, see what I felt like when I was creating. And so I made this opening. Oh my goodness, I think that's a spider. Ah! It is, it's a dead spider. Okay. Ha! I don't do spiders, so that was pretty good of me not freaking out. Woo! Yeah. So I just kind of did one talking about, this is us and all of that, and I was having fun, and I liked it enough that I thought I would continue. So I started it with the very first Christmas themed thing I did, which was on November 22nd. So this is a pre-December, and I went to the West Coast Christmas show, which was really fun. I just snapped some photos of the fun things that I took photos of. They're just little figurines and stuff that were decorations throughout the show. We then went and saw the Surrey Christmas tree lighting, which was really fun. It was chilly and cold, but it was fun. There was great music, and I don't know if it's something we would do again, especially with our kids at this age, because it's a lot of waiting around just to see a tree get lit. So I don't know, but it was fun. So that was the next day on the 23rd. You can see that I didn't use very good glue. So that has to be redone. And then we did his tickets are missing. Sean went to a hockey game, and there used to be tickets. Oh no, his tickets here. Sean went to a hockey game, and they lost, but it was pretty fun, and he does that with his work every once in a while. There's the ticket. You can tell it's been a while. So the little ticket, I kept that, and that was when we had Luongo still as our goalie. And then I documented Thanksgiving. So American Thanksgiving, went down to the States and celebrated with my family, and that was on the 28th. And my sister also came, so there's a bunch of photos of Kira and my covered bump, but think that, yeah, that's supposed to be there. I'm pregnant, and that's just the photo of us. We then went to the Vancouver Christmas market, which was really fun. I had so much fun with this. So it's a German themed Christmas market, and I told Sean next year I'd like to go again so we can actually get our Christmas ornament there. But it was really fun. We just walked around and it was lovely. It was a very lovely time, and I snapped this fun photo. A little tag I had made. I did a currently, so what I was drinking, which was caffeine and diet anything. Eating as healthy as possible so I don't raise my blood sugar because I had gestational diabetes. I was writing blog posts, so that was back when I actually did my blog. Trying not to be too upset that I can't have too many holiday treats, again because of the diabetes. Getting old layouts done before I take on Project Life. Dreaming of what Sean and my first Christmas is going to be like, because this was our very first Christmas together. Listening to process videos about scrapbooking. This is kind of when I first found out about scrapbooking on YouTube and stuff. Loving our lazy Sundays, just Sean and I watching football. Reading anything and everything about what to expect with Jackson. Shopping for Sean's Xmas present that he isn't expecting. Watching Amazing Race, Walking Dead, Top Chef, football, and hockey games. Learning that I have become very clumsy in my 3rd trimester. And thinking how cool next year will be with it being Jackson's first Christmas. So that's kind of fun to look back at. And then this flips over. I have the calendar that you could print, and I'm not really sure why it's like this and not painted on here, but that's okay. So that is the calendar for 2013. Pretty cute. That was the one you can get. She does one every year, so that's pretty fun. And then finally into actual December, right? So I had a lot of pre-pages, and then I'm finally into December. So the first was a Sunday, so documented the fact that we're huge into football and we were watching it. I snapped a photo of Sean watching while he wasn't looking, and that's my feet. So that's kind of fun. Again, more football, the big Seahawks band, photo of my beautiful wreath kind of display thing that was on our table that we can never do now because the kids would get to it. And I journaled, I retook the photo and journaled on the photo. It's really, really hard to read, but it was kind of a fun idea, but I didn't, I don't know, I didn't move it far enough in, so a lot of the stuff kind of just barely gets cut off, but I did that on a lot of things, so it's interactive that way. The third, again, hockey, talking about hockey. I was listening to a song, all of that fun stuff. I feel like I have a spider on me now. The fourth, I really like this one. It is, you can tell that with time all of this has gotten moved. So this pops out, there we go. Talking about the weather, it kind of like hailed. It was really kind of fun and cool looking. So I documented about our day, what was going on. And there's the decorations for the 4th. A lot of this is really funny to read back because it's just talking about things that is just not even something that happens anymore now that, you know, life has changed. The 5th, I documented I had to go and get, I don't know, every week I had to go and get my blood sugar and stuff tested and all of that. So there's that, my doctor's visits. And then Nelson Mandela had also passed away on the 5th. So I wanted to just kind of document that. And that's just in a little pocket. I really like that. Again, watching Top Chef, and then it was freezing. It was -4, and my Diet Pepsi. The 6th are stockings. We have handmade ones for my mom now. And then it was freezing. It was -6. It was so cold. And then again, journaling on the photo, talking about the day. And then I really had this thing about adding the numbers as much as possible, like, you know, this is day 6. Day 7, my really pretty mug that Jackson actually has broken since then. I don't own this mug anymore, but I loved it. It was my favorite Christmas mug, and I was working on a puzzle. And then this flips open, and there's that. And day 8 is on that side as well, and I just have a fun little slide place for it to go. Like that. And then there's the rest of day 8, which are just photos of my bump representing the Seahawks. And then I stitched on some sequins. And again, lots of showing you that it's day 8. Day 9, it finally snowed. It was our first snow. And so I just captured what I have now. This cracks me up because this was a lot of snow to us. And then last year, if you've seen any of my process videos, you know we got piled on last year. So this is hilarious that we're like, oh, it's snowing. And that's absolutely nothing to us now. But it was a lot back then. Here is a look. It snowed a little bit more, so we got a little more snow. So I think it was a home day. I think Sean took my car into work and kept his truck home, so it was safer. I did laundry and I was working on the computer. This is a fun one. I created a little flip open for day 11, and it has a photo of my niece. And there's another one here of her just being cute. And I believe that this flips open and there's my journaling, and I had a big uh-oh and I ate something I wasn't supposed to and my blood sugar jumped to 10.4. It's supposed to stay under, I think, 7. So that was really bad. Whoops. Day 12, I went Christmas shopping. That was kind of fun, kind of documenting that. I was excited because I had gotten 24 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So that was really fun and neat, and I love looking back at this because I have, I think, over 1,500 now, so amazing. That's just crazy to me. And this is another one. 13 is another one of my favorites. It's a flip open one. My mom found this cute little cut apart thing that I had drawn at school or something, and so we compared it. My journaling, we went and had lunch at a buffet in Bellingham, and then driving to my parents' house, I snapped a picture of the eagles in the tree, which is something that is a very childhood memory, so I should probably go back and re-scrap that as a childhood memory. I like this one too. This is another one of my favorites. If you can scan the QR codes, these are my 2 favorite commercials for the year, the holiday commercials. I love holiday commercials. But there's a Canadian Tire one and a People's Jewelry one that I loved both of them. So I just snapped the QR codes. I have no idea if they still work, but they're there. Day 15 is talking about our maternity photo shoot that we did, which just has a bunch of photos of us just being cute and a couple. And what I did is made a little book, and then each one of these is a pocket that slides up the photos. And then journaling, like I said, you cannot read it, but it is there. And then the last bit of photo. So that's 15. And then 16 is about my new camera. I got a camera, again, talking about that, which is hilarious because looking back now that I have my iPhone, I don't even use this camera, but I have it. And like I said, each one of these slides out so you can see more photos. Day 17 is the decorations around the house. I did do a little bit of decorating and I had fun with that, so I just documented that. Again, an interactive tag talking about what was going on, lots of journaling. And then day 18, another appointment to see my doctor, and it kind of just talks about that. I love these little Christmas tree wood veneer things. I love day 19 as well. I like these little interactive features. So day 19, we had really yummy dinner, which was Donaires. And so you can take the tag out and see that. And then something that I wrote about how I think that it was snowing or something. But it says, so thankful Sean works for a job that just lets him not go into work tomorrow because we were supposed to get snow tonight and have a very messy commute tomorrow. This keeps us both from worrying. So, you know, being pregnant, I was a little bit of a worrywart when Sean left for work and it wasn't nice weather. So that just kind of documents how it was nice that it was fine. He just got to stay home, and we didn't have to worry about him getting into an accident by the crazy people. It wasn't him I was worried about. It's all the other people on the road, right? And then the rest of my journaling is here. Day 20 is another flip open. So this is a photo I stole. And then this is one of my cars. So we got some more snow. And then it flips open and and then a snowflake that's fallen that should be taped there. And a couple more photos. I don't think, oh, and a QR code. I'm not sure what this is of, but there's another QR code. So just documenting how cold it was. 21, all the wrapped presents, my lazy wrapping. I believe I have journaling. I think I was supposed to have journaling, and this is kind of where I've given up. Day 22, I documented my cute niece again. Sounds like someone's at my door. 22, again, so it was rainy. It wasn't as cold as it had been, but it was rainy. 23, this was the last year I went Christmas shopping with my dad, and we had a tradition where we would go to Arby's after shopping every year, and it was just a really sweet memory, and so I just kind of documented that, and it's the last year we did that tradition, which makes me sad, but it was one of my favorite ones, and we literally did that every year growing up. It was really fun, so I documented that. 24 is another fun one. Oh, I just broke my paper clip. Everything's breaking, guys. Again, the journaling, just talking about what happened, and then I did this fun little cluster. I really love this, even though there's no photo really there, but there's this. I guess I didn't have a photo for that day. And then Christmas. So I did all of my journaling on some tags. And then I have this photo that's actually taped in that I forget that it's taped in there, but it's just kind of a crappy photo, but the photo taken at my mom's on Christmas Day. We then went over to Sean's dad's, and it was fun. It was a lovely day. And then the following day, I don't think we have that. No, that's on the other December. So there you have it, a look at my very first December daily. There's our Christmas photo for the year. You can't even tell I'm pregnant in there because my jacket covers it all up. And then this holds all our cards that we got for the year. But yeah, so it was really fun. You can tell it's kind of falling apart because it's just old. It's just been loved, and I didn't use really good glue, but I literally handmade every single one of these pages. Some of these elements are still some of my favorite, and I loved doing these little bits, which is why when I moved into the way I do December Daily now, I still do fun little interactive features like that because they are my favorite part of December Daily. It's the only time of year I do mini album, so I really go all at it. So it was fun looking back at this. I hope you enjoyed kind of looking at my life before children. If you have any questions, please leave them below and I'll try to get to them as quickly as possible. Bye everyone!